Here's Miss Welch at the Egyptian Times. Who's up first? Sinai.
Okay. The Nile River is one of the most known rivers in Egypt. Africa and Egypt share the Nile River. The Nile River has caused floods because of the rain. They also use the river for trading. Trading things or bring things. They would also use the Nile River to farm, giving water to animals and the villagers.
Excellent job. Lovely Nile River here. This is how they basically lived, was the Nile River transporting and bringing things in. And it was their source of water. Excellent job, Sinai. Who's up next? Jordan.
Oh man, okay.
The pharaoh of them all.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Okay. I will tell you about Pharaoh the God. The first Pharaoh I made. What islands? God. Oh, okay. The first God is named Osiris. He is the God of the underworld. The next God I will tell you about his name is She is the mother goddess of Egypt. The next God I will tell you about is named Horus. His eye was the symbol. Is a symbol of protection. The next pharaoh I will tell you about is the next pharaoh I will tell you about is named Ramses II. He took the throne at age 30. The next pharaoh I will tell you about is named Queen Hatshepsut. She took the throne because her son was too young to take the throne, so she did.
Excellent. So, Egypt went through many, many different pharaohs. Who's up next? Ashima, with the mummification process.
Each pharaoh and god gets tested. The feather of truth test. Your heart must weigh more than a feather, and then you get to go to the afterlife where you will get to live on forever. The mummification starts first. They cut a slit on the side of the stomach and take the lungs, liver, and stomach. The brain would be removed through the nose with a hook. The body would be washed with oils. Then the body would be covered with nature's salt and let it dry for 40 days. Then they take off the salt and wrap the body with linen. It takes 15 days. Then the body would be covered in jewelry and charms and placed with a dead nest. Last, it would be put in a coffin as sarcophagus and sent to the afterlife to live on forever.
Excellent. The mummification process was not an easy process at all. It took many, many, many weeks for the mummification process to actually take place. Excellent. Who's up next?
I am.
Vinny.
Okay. I'm going to be talking about the pyramids and tombs of Egypt. The pyramids are Egypt's greatest buildings ever built. The tomb is where the pharaoh and their queen would be put in after they died. There's the pharaoh. The tomb is inside the pyramid. The tombs were made of stone or mud that was mined or quarried from faraway lands.
Excellent. So here is the pyramid, and look, there is the pharaoh. The pyramids were only built for resting place of the pharaohs. Excellent job. Who's up next?
Alexis.
Oh, Alexis?
Yep.
This is the hieroglyphics of Egypt. The Egyptians wrote in a language called cuneiform, and it was very hard for them to write, but they got used to it, and they were the first ever built writing.
Excellent. The first ever writing. As you can see, it looks as if it is just symbols. That is how we first wrote. Excellent job, Alexis. Ifyak.
Hi, my name is Ifyak, and this is the Egyptian farming time, how they farmed. Because when the farmers woke up, they woke up in a bed covered in coarse lined sheets woven by his wife, while farmers who wash and shave alone. Farmers dressed in kilts made of fine linen and sandals made out of reed. The farmer, his wife and children sat down to eat a small meal with bread and fruit and sat on a reed mat. The farmers and his and his boys worked in the field, migrating crops and shelter. The wife and her girls baked bread, brew beer, spin thread, and weighed it into many varieties. The farmer and the boy grew crops. And also, if you see here is the farming technique. I did a terrible job though, but this, it's a pig, and then, see? Clay pig, and then this is supposed to be a cow. Terrible. This is supposed to be a goat. And then here are the food that the animals, cause the Egyptian farmers the animals helped them, and then here the farmers grew many crops like vegetables, pomegranate, melons, corns, wheat, and then they used fern to make sandals. And so here is the attention. Thank you so much. Bye. Have a good day. God bless you.
Excellent. So, as you can see, either people were building pyramids, okay, or they were farming. The way they farmed was with the use of the Nile River and the irrigation systems they had there. Excellent job. Now back to you, leaving the Egyptian times.